Cole Palmer's cool first-half penalty helped Chelsea to a narrow win over West London rivals Fulham to go 8th in the table. We can hear from Palmer now, alongside Ben Chilwell. They're with Becky Ives.
Boys, well done. The 3 points has gone your way in the West London derby, but did you have to dig in at the end there? Concentration levels must have been through the roof.
Yeah, of course. Fulham a good side. We knew it weren't always going to be easy. So to get the 3 points after a difficult result, delighted.
Welcome back to football, Ben. Nice to be back.
Yeah, been a while, so yeah, just happy to be back. Obviously a big win. You know, like Cole said after the result the other night, it's very important that we bounce back with a win. And hopefully that can now give us momentum going into the second leg of the Carabao Cup.
Certainly did. A penalty again for you. Look, you did miss a couple of chances midweek, but coming into this one today, had you just managed to put that at the back of your mind and you knew exactly what you had to do?
Yeah, of course, after the game I was disappointed. Like anyone's going to be missing that many chances and ultimately costing the team the game. But it's one of them games, you know, people know you have them games, so just to try and put it behind me, come out tonight, well, this morning, and yeah, score.
Never in doubt, was it, the penalty today?
No, never in doubt. Like he said, okay, he missed a few chances, but you know, we know the quality he's got, and all the top players miss chances, and the fact he come back today, he took the pressure on for the penalty, won us the game, and yeah, we don't expect anything less from him, so yeah, it was top.
Look, Ben, now you are back amongst it. How do you want to influence this Chelsea side to help them keep going moving forward?
I think, you know, we're a very young team. I think we just need a bit more, you know, leadership. Personally, I want to try and take on that role, so yeah, I think trying to help the team out in that respect. Obviously, energy, getting forward when I can, but you know, defensively being solid, and yeah, it's a very talented squad. So you know, we're going to get there, and hopefully, the flick can switch soon.
A lot of people look to you to get these goals. Do you enjoy that pressure and that responsibility?
Yeah, I think I do. Well, just try and help the team every game. You know what I mean? If it's assist, goal. So yeah, that's what I try and do, and it's my job as one of the forwards to help the team.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Well done this afternoon.
Cheers.
I suppose relief more than anything was the tone, overriding tone from Cole Palmer after that frustrating midweek performance against Middlesbrough. But good to see Ben Chilwell back after that 4-month absence on the sidelines because of a hamstring injury. And Chelsea now winning 3 on the spin. First time under Mauricio Pochettino. 4 consecutive wins at home at Stamford Bridge. Kind of goes against the narrative when we talk about Chelsea. They're not a bad string of results of late.
Well, anytime you can put a string of wins together, I'd say that you can't get anything but positive from it, especially in terms of, say, the confidence building for the team and the understanding of what it takes to grind out results, even if they're not convincing or if the game's ugly. So I think in respects of that, I think it's fantastic achievement for them, but I still think they're a long way from doing and reaching the capabilities that they're supposed to.
But Ben Chilwell reminding us all just how young this Chelsea lineup is. I mean, do you think there's only so much that can give you a little bit of leeway in terms of trying to get consistency or not?
Well, not only are they young, they've also had to cope, or they've had to cope with a lot of injuries, which Mauricio has told us, and that's correct. But I think a good sign has to be for them when they don't play particularly well. It wasn't that exciting today, but they got over the line. That has to give you belief going forward. It has to give you confidence. And that's a good sign for any team, whether you're going through a purple patch or whether you're really struggling. So to get the win is another win is a big day again for Chelsea.
Let's have a look at the all-important goal that won it. For Mauricio Pochettino, it came from the penalty spot, but only after Issa Diop was late with this challenge on Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, and it's a great reverse ball. You see Sterling slow him down on a little cut, and the tackle, the trailing leg so far and so late. I don't understand why he did it, but Sterling knows what he's playing for. He plays it correctly and wins the penalty there.
Yeah. Loss of concentration from Diop for a second?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, nowhere near the ball at all. It was a terrible tackle. Raheem did really well in controlling the situation as he did, but got to give this youngster great credit. Thought his interview in terms of him admitting he missed 2 or 3 big chances in the week, but then for him to have the courage to go and say, OK, forget that, give me the penalty, and the way he stuck it away was really impressive again.
Yeah, his 9th goal for Chelsea, 5 from the penalty spot, but we shouldn't discount the assists because as a creative outlet, he's also been brilliant for Chelsea.
Yeah, and I think if when we was watching that game, especially in the games previous, the little spaces he picks up, the trickery he does to get him into spaces to create chances, which he did again, or to set motions in motions going forward, he's just been fantastic for them. And for me, it's normally the deeper midfield that this normally happens with, but for me, he's the person that makes Chelsea tick, especially when they're moving the ball around. I think it all goes through Cole Palmer. And for somebody so young to come into, say, a Chelsea team, you wouldn't expect him to walk in and be that main character straight away, but he's just done it all within his stride, and whatever pressures have been laid on his chest, he's just took them there and dealt with it.
Alan, when we look at Fulham's chances, how disappointed will they be to come away empty-handed?
Well, they gave themselves an opportunity by staying in the game. I mean, they had one really good chance, Harry Wilson, I think, in the first half, and then one or two really good chances second half, and defensive slip there from Fernandes, I think it was, and it falls to Jimenez, and he just, I mean, he gets the connection that he wants, but he just doesn't get the ball wide enough and far out enough to trouble the goalkeeper. And then they do well keeping it alive here. Good defending from Chelsea when they were pushing late. Good balls into the box. But it was always, I thought, going to take something special to break the deadlock for them. They never really felt at any time that they deserved to get back into the game.
Yeah, I mean, their away record this season has let them down. I mean, that's no win in 9 away from home since the opening day of the season. They've only scored 9 goals on the road. Yeah,
they're very flaky on the road. Yeah. I mean, 3 conceded at Newcastle, 3 at Bournemouth, I think it was, as well. Didn't really feel as if they were anywhere near their best today. Fulham didn't really look like scoring. So, yeah, that's something that they're going to have to improve and work on.
For Chelsea, they had chances. Is this their story, their season so far, Sean, for you?
Yeah.
Just not being able to take them.
But it's been that story for, I think, 2 or 3 seasons as well as this one. I think it's been going on for a while. They haven't really had that much of a problem of creating chances. But this one here, even though he's offside, he's got to do way better than that. He's got and he will be the person that will tell us that as well, knowing him, that he knows he's got to make better contact, but it hits the post. And then you got this chance as well. I think he's done really well there for me personally. That's a hard chance, a hard technique, and he just doesn't get enough on it to bring it back in. And I think, I wouldn't say that he's done well. I think that's a good save from the goalkeeper as well. But in general, there are, especially in the first half, there was some chances like Gusto plays a ball into Brellier and he missed the ball completely. That's the chances that they were missing throughout this season and last season.
They're a bit of a mismatch in terms of, it must be really frustrating for whoever's playing centre forward with Brozier today in that team, because I'm not sure what's going to happen when you get on the left-hand side or on the right-hand side, whether they're going down the wing, whether they're coming inside to cross it. You got a forward who's making a run, the ball doesn't come, he then makes another run, again the ball, and it must be. And I could tell, because I watched bits of Brozier today. It's a very frustrating role playing centre forward in that Chelsea team at this moment in time, simply because I don't know when the ball's going to come in or when that final pass is going to be made, and that makes it really difficult for a centre forward. Look at this example here in terms of the ball can come in there. It doesn't. So then you've got to check it could come in again there. It doesn't. So then you've got to check your run again. And then the ball goes back, and that's what I mean by really, really frustrating and unsure of actually what to do, when to run, how to run. I mean, on this occasion, they have got men in the box, and Brozier should actually put that in himself there, chooses not to. So when we're talking about Chelsea in forward positions, this is exactly what I mean there. I mean, that ball has to come in first time. You can't take an extra touch in that situation, because what that then does is that it gives the opposition, Fulham today and whoever it is every weekend, the chance to reset themselves, and then you get more men behind the ball. Again, you've got to get your shot away early. The number of times this season I see so many players trying to take that extra touch when you're being given the opportunity to have a shot. Don't waste it. And that's what I mean about I haven't got a clue sometimes what's going on in forward positions.
OK, well, let's get more post-match reactions, shall we, on Chelsea's latest win. Delighted to say Raheem Sterling, who won the decisive penalty in the end for Chelsea, joins us now from West London. Raheem, many congratulations. Win number 3 in a row then in the Premier League for Chelsea. How big is that after what happened in the League Cup in midweek?
Yeah, it's another step in the right direction. Another 3 points that we can build and, to get the fans behind us here and get that belief going.
Yeah. It proved quite nervy in the end, though, didn't it, for the last 3 or 4 minutes?
Yeah, that's why, the Premier League's the number 1 league in the world. If you don't put teams to bed, we're 1-0 with 10 minutes to go, every team in the league will push you. And, we had to try and get that decisive goal. We didn't. And they tried to push us, but we got the 3 points in the end.
Yeah, I spoke just now about you winning the penalty. We're going to have a look at it now. I mean, the reverse pass from Cole Palmer, I suppose, made the move possible for you.
Yeah, he gets in positions really well, and he can see that final pass. So it was good. It was a great pass.
Yeah. In terms of penalties won in the Premier League as well, I mean, that's 26 you've won in the Premier League era. 3 more than the next best. I mean, you'll put that down to quick feet, no doubt.
Yeah, quick feet, sharp turns, and sometimes, defenders dangle legs out, and that's what he done there. And, I'm happy to... Because there's sometimes I haven't got given some that were clear, but, I'm happy the ref gave that one today.
You're leaving a certain Alan Shearer in the rearview mirror, lagging considerably behind now.
Raheem, hi, it's Alan. Where do you think you are in terms of improvements with Chelsea? Obviously not the finished product. You're a young team. You've got a lot of injuries. You're improving. You're getting better. You're climbing up the table. Where do you think you are, and how much do you think you've got to go?
Yeah, I think it's it's always been a work in progress. Nothing was going to be overnight. We have a gaffer here that's setting principles, discipline within the group, and there's certain little things like today. Getting another 3 points, yeah, it can look nervy at times, but the more you win, the more confidence the group has, the more the fans are behind you, and we can relax and you can see the football come out a little bit better. And I think that's what it takes. You just need to keep winning, keep trying to build on that momentum, and little by little, you can see the improvement.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Raheem. Well done today.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Chelsea winger Raheem Sterling. Let's get some reaction now from the Fulham dressing room. Is the head coach Marco Silva.
Well, Marco, you didn't give up that fight right to the very end. Couldn't quite find a way through. But what's your thoughts after that?
Derby, as you expected, a lot of challenge every time. The referee started the game in the way normally he likes to ref as well, giving the game to let the game going, and I believe that a derby should be in that way really. Chelsea started better than us. The game we haven't started really well. After the first 15 minutes, we started to balance a little bit more the game. They had their moments, we had our moments as well. A little bit more ball for them. Apart from the first 15-20 minutes, I think we started to create some problems. Very good chance from Harry probably to start leading the score. Good save from the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, after came the penalty that gave them the chance to be leading the score at half time. Before that, of course, we have to talk about the red card. That has to be red card clear for Gusto. Difficult to understand how the things are not consistent at the level that we all are. Premier League is Premier League, and probably in 10 moments like that, 9 so far is being red card. This afternoon wasn't red card in William. Is a clear dangerous tackle and put the player in trouble in that situation. For me, it's clear red card. The VAR checked, and for this time they didn't give. Second half, we tried to react. Some chances for Chelsea through. We had our chances as well. Of course, the game more broken, more space for them to explore the quality, the pace of the attacking players. Even so, Fulham football players, they fought until the end. Big fight after the last Wednesday match. So intense for us. Another one, and nothing to say about the players. They gave everything. Worse for our fans as well. The support was impressive again away from home. He's being always like that. Okay, nothing to say because they fought until the end. Okay, we lost the game, we have to go again.
Well, he's frustrated not to see a red card for Malo Gusto. Does he have a point, Alan?
Yeah, he does have a point, yeah. I think we've seen red cards given for less. So, yeah, I think he's been fortunate. Today, I know we had Dermot on at half-time and said that because it was on top of the foot, but I think the pictures show it wasn't on top of the foot. I mean, it's above his ankle, practically on his shin. So I understand Marco Silva's frustration, definitely.
Yeah, OK. Frustration then for Marco Silva, dare I say delight for Mauricio Pochettino. 3 wins on the spin now in the Premier League for him. Here he is now.
Mauricio, it probably wasn't a classic match, but you got the job done, and do you think you deserved the win?
Why no classic match? What means that?
Well, just that it didn't really get going. It was a bit stop-start and things like that.
Well, that is the Premier League. We watch all the games. Some games like this always happen. It was a really tough game. I think overall, I think we deserved the victory. We were better side, and I think very pleased with the performance and of the team. So happy because the 3 point. We needed a 3 point, and now is I think our 4th victory here in a row in Stamford Bridge, 3rd in the Premier League, and I think it's important to build this confidence, this run.
Did you get the response you were hoping for after the disappointment at Middlesbrough?
The disappointment was that we didn't win, but the performance was good. It's normal. The team was good. I told you in the press conference yesterday that I was sure that the team is going to compete again. Very good side like is Fulham, because we need to give credit to Fulham because they beat Arsenal. It was difficult with Liverpool and different games, and we saw that it's a very good team, and big credit also to our player because I think the performance today is very good.
We know.
Well, it looks like they're generating a little bit of momentum. 3 league wins on the spin, but it's Liverpool after a couple of cup games.
Well, that's basically where the test starts. I think they've won the games they should win and we think they should win. And now they're coming up to a team that is going to be a whole different challenge. And can they do it again? And that's what you need to see.
Yeah. I mean, you can't knock them for winning those games.
No.
They're expected to win those games. They've got 2 really important cup games coming up. And Sean's right in terms of the big test is going to be Liverpool.
OK. Well, that's it from us. We'll be back a little later. For Newcastle against Manchester City, our half-an-hour build-up starts at 5 p.m. UK time. Hope to see you then. Bye for now.